If you're into AKs, this suppressor should be on your radar. This is a Resilient Suppressors Putnik. Now, it's designed after the Zenitco Putnik, but what Resilient did is they took it and they modernized the actual internals of this and made it much more usable for us here in the United States. One of the things you're going to notice that they did was they gave it hub standard threads. So with hub standard threads, it makes this a very versatile suppressor. You can run this on any hub standard thread device. This is a JMAT Customs 360 HD muzzle device. You can use it on a key mount adapter, 51T, ASR, you name it, there's a hub adapter for it. So if you want to be able to run a suppressor on all your rifles, something with hub threads like this Resilient is the way to go. So in addition to adding the hub standard threads, they did a complete overhaul on the internals of this. So they have like a layered system going on, and it was really cool. On the prototype version, they were able to take it apart and show how it looked. But basically, when the gas is running through here, you have this initial middle section where the baffles are, but then the excess gas is going to bleed off and go through a couple different layers until it ends up in this final layer where any excess gases will bleed out through these flow through ports near the end cap. So it's a flow through design, which means that if you're running this on a firearm, you're going to have less issues with overgassing. Now, one of the reasons that this suppressor is ideal for Kalashnikov pattern firearms is because when you're getting an imported AK, when they're manufacturing these, concentricity is not something on their checklist. They're not building rifles with the intent of having them suppressed. So a lot of times, even if your muzzle device is good to go, the actual bore is not concentric, so you may have some issues. What they did with this to combat that is they have progressive baffles. So as it gets closer towards the end, the size of the bore of the baffle gets a little bit larger. So if you're not perfectly concentric, you're going to be a lot less likely to have a baffle strike or an end cap strike. So that's a really nice feature there. A little bit of security built into the device. I am really interested to get some rounds through this Putnik, see how it does. I'm going to be testing this on several different rifles, different barrel lengths, calibers, just to see how it does, comparing it with some other suppressors that I have. And I think it's going to do pretty good. I only got a couple mags through this thing so far, but so far I'm really happy with it. So stay tuned for more content on the Resilient Putnik.